Porter style, like, I don't know. Anyway, what's up, guys? Thanks, Walsh. How's it going? Welcome back to UGC Niagara. Golden Boy FTW here alongside Walshy. And we're finally going into full screen territory here in the tournament. And we are going to be kicking it off with Forest City versus Amplify. This is going to be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
Forest City struggled in their first game.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I heard them coming into the event. Obviously, they're talking. They felt like they were going to do very good, but they obviously very distraught after they matched with overnight celebrities.
Yeah.
And asking me what they could be doing different. So let's see if they can pick it up this next game. Let's just jump in. I want to start with somebody from Forest City.
Yep. All right. Well, let's go ahead and hop into the action here. And we are going to be switching off to, what number was that?
Number 5.
Number
we have
5.
T-Rex from Forest City, and obviously not off to a great start, but let's stick on with him for this next life and see what he can do here. So holding yellow, it's both these sides on this map on Simplex, you're going to want to obviously push sides. Like you saw 2 people top center, and that's not ideal.
Yeah.
They should get punished heavily for this if they play this correctly. But I really like this play like here. He's just sitting top gold, putting shots in, and what I dislike, though, is going back to his side for this. I mean, they're just playing defense this entire time. Even if they get these kills, they can't turn this into a cap or anything.
Yeah, because they're pretty pinned back over here by yellow, which isn't going to be a good look for them.
No.
Pressure's coming from the red side as well. There is going to be a player over on the top side, as you're going to see T-Rex having to get away from this one. And the flags actually has been dropped, so they did manage to stop it. But like you said, they couldn't convert it into a cap
they can't convert
themselves.
anything. And the reason that they got a couple kills against Forest City was because Forest City started to push back into their base and gave up their good positioning. Like you saw T-Rex watching one of his teammates run right back to his base. And once again, they're just pinned at their base. They have not really crossed his halfway point. He did for a split second just to, loop back right around to yellow or to gold. But once again, they're just pinned to their base, and they need to realize that, we can play an offensive game and make them play our style. You don't have to clear them out of your base fully in order to go grab a flag on their side.
Yeah, well, the flag has been pulled, by the way, from the guys over at Amplify, so Forest City struggling a little bit here. We're going to go ahead and hop on board with Goose of Amplified. He's going to have that DMR and trying to put some shots down over in the backside of red base here, knowing that his, he's going to find someone at the bottom. Melee is going to be able to take that one out, but he is going to get dropped there. Now, if you're Forest City in this exchange, I mean, like, obviously you said that they're kind of just stuck at the halfway point. Game's now 1-0. What could they have done better? Like, where should they have pushed in that instance?
So you just need to continually push to the other team's base. You can't worry about clearing them out of your base. Yeah.
Okay.
The best time to clear them out of your base is if your team is down in numbers and they only have one person close to the flag grab. Yes, clear that person out. That way they can't get a flag grab and convert it into a capture. But all the other times, you want to push out to their side. Make them play your game, because even if they kill you on their side, generally they have to have people over there, and that means they can't have people on your side grabbing the flag.
All right, well, we're still on board with Goose, by the way. Getting to a 1v1 with T-Rex, and he, man, barely came out with that one there, as there's going to be some players over by the blue side. Goose is going to be more than prepared for that one. His teammate will be in a position to make that stop happen. We're going to go ahead and jump on board here with Stress now of Team Amplify. He's playing perp area, and he finds Funfy right in front of him, finding another one right across, putting in shots, gets taken out from behind. That was actually going to be a grenade there, so a good stop there. Egyptian and company needing to put one together here for Amplify.
Once again, you saw 3 of Amplify down, but they still haven't even had a chance to push in their base yet. Now, I want to see Amplify, if they still stick to their strategy, they should probably be pushing out right here. Get out to a side if possible.
They seem to be just pinned in a lot from that mid area, which is not something that I see a lot in, at least like you mentioned that there were 2 players, and usually when I play, I never really see players taking advantage of that mid area all that much, as a lot of people just look at it as like a giant death trap.
It's not bad if you're controlling, either purple or gold. You need one or the other in order to have people up there, but it's not one of those things you want to stack multiple people up there unless Overshield's coming up. If Overshield's coming up, yeah, feel free to stick a couple people up there that way to secure it. But this is absolutely fine. He has to know exactly what side he has cover on, and now it looks like he had gold and purple for a second. Nope. So he was able to pick up that kill. And as long as you know what side you have cover on, and that's perfect by Amplify. They had 2 people there, top center for the OS. He knew where he had cover and just ended up, getting the OS and forcing the flag grab immediately. And I like this play too. He's not just chasing that kill. He's just that entire time running the flag, making progress with it while just shooting that person down. So Amplify is playing this perfect. I don't see how Forest City, they have to make some drastic changes.
Oh, Man, I'm sorry. That was just so good there. By the way, Goose with the coverage. Stress ended up getting taken out on that one, but still, his teammate is going to be there for the flag pickup. I don't know who has that flag, but we are just going to go ahead and switch it over. I think, let's see what's going on with Egyptian here. This is going to be Egyptian on your screen now, working the purple area. They did put that flag in, making it 3-0 while we were talking before they got another flag in. So they're playing pretty good. Forest City just does not seem to have a way of answering back against the squad.
I like this play by Amplify again. They're pushing out 3 people one side. You don't need to control gold and purple. Obviously, if you can, that would be great. But
yeah,
you notice how they're just pushing out to their side. They even had a flag grab, and they didn't go back to finish that off first. They've realized one of the best ways to stop a flag is to gain some ground, push out on the other side, take some pressure off your teammates.
Yeah, and a flag, by the way, has been pulled by Forest City. So we're going to see what's going on with them over there. I'm actually looking. Schmeckmo is going to be dropped. See what's up with T-Rex. T-Rex is going to be giving his teammates some coverage here, and the flag is about to go in, I believe. Or yeah,
they should have this soon.
Pretty close.
And not exactly.
Oh, wow.
Huge volley there, like a huge fumble. They seem to just assume one of his teammates is going to get it, and they both try to force it one by one. I mean, looks like they might get this, but at what cost? They're going to have a couple more deaths most likely. They got a great pull, amplified it there, so this is going to be a struggle to even get this cap here.
Yeah, this is not a good look here for Forest City. They're struggling a lot. Players coming around from the purple side there. So now over here, look at the pressure being applied. Oh, man, Goose is going to get taken out, but one player coming up from behind. Don't know who that was with the stop. Overshield is going to be right back up. Fumpy will pick it up. So let's actually jump on board here with Fumpy, who now has OS. And let's see what he can do with it.
Yep, he got that OS about 23:52 mark, so we can anticipate the next one coming up at 21:52, right around there. And we have noticed for the most part that Amplify has been controlling the OS. They had at least the last couple, and then finally we see Forest City getting one, along with getting a flag grab. So maybe they are doing what I said before. Maybe they're actually turning around, getting, being aggressive. We actually see them on the other side of the map for once, not just worried about clearing them out the whole time.
Yeah.
So they're being aggressive, and maybe it just took them a little while to get used to the game or get used to the other team's aggression and switch it up a bit.
Yeah, well, the score is still 3-0 here, and they don't, they have time to work with, but I mean, obviously not enough. I mean, the thing, the way that Amplify is playing this, Forest City just does not have many options. And look at that. As soon as the flag is pulled, there's just the pressure coming from purple side right away. A stop will happen. The flag is going to go down. And who's Trim? I wonder who's Trim. I think that's Trix. But in any case, though, let's see what's going to go on here with the next
Amplify played that great once again. They got the kills, and they didn't even dive on the flag to get the recov. They realized this is such a vulnerable position that if someone tried to touch it, they get the easy kill again and then maybe jump on and get for the recov.
Yeah. So who do you want to hop on board with now, Walsh? Actually, the flag's been pulled, by the way, by Amplify once again, making it 4-0.
We got to see how they're playing. Let's go over to Goose. He has railgun. He's just distracting their base, and yeah, I like. He realized he's going to die, so he's trying to get as far as possible, and somehow he even lives. It just seemed like he ate so many shots.
Wow.
Just knowing where he has people shooting, so he knows where his cover's at. I just assumed he was dead right there. I was like, yep, he's going to try to get a couple more feet, and he's a goner, but
that was a good juke. He managed to make his way. Looked like he was going to go up the ramp. Ended up getting taken out there. So smart play by Goose. The flag has been pulled, though. Keep that in mind. And,
they're just trying to rally as fast as possible. And this is, just panic mode right there. They're like, all right, let's put in this last cap and get it over with. And instead, they get a recov and going to have to keep playing through. So I think a lot of times when you do, I don't think the front jump is always viable as some people think it is. They realize some people think that just because they have a teammate up there that they can always rally it up to them and get the cap in. And that's never quite the case. Sometimes it's good to just run it under your base, get into a safe position, and then run a back ramp because as you're going near a front jump.
Sorry, that was crazy. He ended up stopping the flag, stopping the second flag,
and Egyptian,
and catching the dude from behind. That was Goose. That was Goose. Great play there by Goose. Very, very good stop. But yeah, so, your original point, Walsh, what were you trying to get at? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying you could definitely run under the base and run through the back. You don't need to go the fastest route. Even at some points when it does seem sort of clear, like you can take that extra few seconds, and other teams are going to panic. They're going to be in complete panic mode when you're that close to the flag, so you can have someone actually just cover you from your front window rather than trying to jump up and desperate the flag cap.
Okay, well, I see that the railgun did come up, by the way, so the guys over at Amplify did not get the railgun. Now, I noticed that he has ordnance here. Not necessary.
A lot of people aren't using it, and And I don't know why. I've noticed this at different events, like such as AGL, and a lot of people just don't seem to drop it. And there's no reason not to get like a thruster pack, not to get a hard light.
Right? I mean, I would
it
imagine
adds that little
so.
bonus, and I think that's just
Oh,
a huge mistake on people's parts. Like I always told you, that's not going to change the game drastically. It's not the same as a sniper or a rocket, but it is still going to be an advantage.
well, you have to think of the effectiveness of how, a shield could possibly be, a light shield could be in, like, blocking, incoming bullets or protecting your teammate. I mean, granted, again,
It's more so
not
buying
like,
time for sure. It's one
Yeah.
of those things that I feel, all right, even if I'm going to die, I'm going to make them take another 4 or 5 seconds to kill me, which in turn most likely lets them die in the process of killing me.
Yeah, well, looking here, by the way, N to the B did pretty good there. But Goose really was the star of this one. 22 kills that he got on that last game. Very, very smart plays I saw out of Goose. He definitely seemed to have very heads-up awareness when it came down to like what needed to be done in a specific situation. So Amplify looking very strong here. 4 City struggling once again on stream.
Yeah, I mean, they lose one more and they're out of this tournament.
Yeah.
So they need to realize that they need to switch some things up. So I don't know what the next games are going to be. I am enjoying now that we're at full screen, which is really fast in this tournament. We're getting to see it immediately, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it's a bit of a smaller event, a 16-team double elim.
Yeah.
And so it's nice that we get to go full screen so much faster, get to see some of these Forge maps, which are, some great maps like Simplex plays so well.
I love Simplex. Simplex is like one of my favorite maps. It's really, really enjoyable to play. The flow is awesome. It's a real simple map. You kind of just get it as soon as you see it. It's like, oh, I know exactly what I need to do here.
It's one of those things that if you just understand the fundamentals of first-person shooters, you could just jump on and play it. Doesn't matter. Like, I could play any sort of arena-style map without having really played it much. Like, I remember jumping on and playing the newer Simplex version where it has the bottom middle being open and just being just fine on it. Like, playing it for the first time and still going, like, +8 or +10. So
yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. So I think they're just going to get the next matchup set up here just like, so we're not going to go to a break. Hopefully the stream audio is okay.
Let me pull up some chat and see what people are saying.
By
the way,
bring up the tweeters as well.
For those that didn't get the question, the answer was, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, we had a raffle earlier. It was a trivia question they had to tweet in, and it was, what was my very first Halo team, Halo competitive team that I was on? It was Team Psycho Soldiers, and that was in 2004.
Psycho Soldiers.
I want to say was my first event, and that was with a couple guys from Michigan State University, Dragon Spear and Corrosion. I also played with another local of mine named Biggie. So
Okay, so I was, but did you have success?
we placed like 5th our first event.
All
together,
right.
so we had
Sweet.
some success.
All right, well, it seems like the game has started, by the way, so let's actually go ahead and jump in to the action here, as it is going to be Haven. It seems like Haven.
Looks like we have
Haven King?
Yep, King.
Okay,
So-
great. Haven King. I was about to say Haven Express.
And we've seen this a couple times
Whoa.
already earlier, and I've always stressed, all right, on this first open hill, you have to hold top center because you can just get such a huge advantage. Once you have top center, that's the only way that they can ideally assault the A hill, because if they have to come from down low, everyone who's top center can go on those plats above and just rain fire on below.
Yeah.
So like you can literally have 2 people up there, and even if they have all 4 down there, you could pretty much take them out or else at least back them down and stay alive. So it's one of those things that you can control the pace of the fight and determine when to fight it.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, folks, we are on board here with Goose, as Goose is going to be the one on your screen finding someone on the left side here. He's going to get into a 1v1 gunfight. Grenade's going to go down, and he has to back away, able to come up top on that situation there. He is finally going to get taken out. Did not see who that was that ended up taking him out on that one, but Goose
He saw him for a second, then he was just wildly swinging, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. Just swing away, man. Swing away when you got to take care of business. But it seems as if we have, Goose and company doing not too shabby here once again, trying their best to extend their lead, but it is only going to be 35-22 as the blue team, Amplify, do manage to get control of the hill once again. It is going to be moving over to the red hall here. Nice shots by his teammate,
Great early
Egyptian
rotation
as well. Yeah, that was.
Great early rotation. I like this part too, how I said, on these side hills, you want to go get Mohawk control. One reason they sniping over here first off is because it is so easy to line up those headshots when you get through the hallways. And as you can see even right here, this is what I'm talking about, is why you don't really have to worry about top center as much, because even he botched a couple shots. It took him a little while to even hit those. But that guy was so vulnerable that entire time. He had to jump across from top center over to the bridge, and then came over there where he could have gotten shot from ramp, could have got shot from hall, and even when he got shot from hall, he can back up down those pillars. So it's such a great position. He must know that someone is flanking right now. I don't like this move exactly because if I think that there's someone flanking right around there, I would jump down there, check my ramp first, because you don't want this person to come up and have the wall advantage, because that person's going to be able to come up and down and control the pace of the fight.
Okay.
Whereas if I jump down there right now, I could have had the jump on that person. And
you saw it right there as well. He ended up getting pushed right away. But I think he knew that he wasn't going to have adequate coverage on that one, so he kind of just played the clock a little bit and just played more for points.
I guess he was kind of scrapping up time. He did have another teammate with him right next to him, though, so I don't know. I think that was a move he could have made a while ago. He could have jumped down that ramp, isolated a fight, and, even if he started to lose the fight, just back down and keep his shields. So
yeah, that's actually, you're pretty right about that one. But the way I look at it, too, is that his teammate did get caught by surprise as well. So, Goose, once again, getting another kill there as he will pick up the railgun, finding someone in front of him. Is he going to get the shot? Oh, he gets the one shot there, and he's able to take him out as well. Ordnance is ready. Now, you see here right now, I don't see a reason why you shouldn't bust out that decoy. I mean, I would totally take advantage of that.
I would get hologram. I would get anything. Anything is going to be an advantage.
I could be wrong, and there may be a bunch of players out there that are calling me stupid, and that's perfectly fine. But if I see something that is going to give me a slight advantage over my opponent as a decoy, people, this is a tournament. They're going to get a little antsy. They are going to shoot that player, and it is going to throw them off just a tad, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, and actually, I just think we're both in agreement that they need to use Ordnance one way or another. I think hologram is my least favorite. I would choose. Depending on the situation, it's always going to be either light shield or thruster pack. Light shield, depending on if I'm going to be kind of charging in and wanting to just buy time for teammates. Like, if I'm going to be, leading a charge and, I don't know. Whereas thruster pack, it's always just a safe bet because you always can just try to, make them take another shot to kill you, get around the corner just that slight bit faster.
Well, we are going to be jumping over to NB now, or N to the B. So that's going to be a player that we're going to be taking a look at right now. He has control of the hill on Mohawk. There is going to be a player top center trying to get into a gunfight here, but he has to back away. Smart play. Didn't go for the challenge on that one. No need to, although he is going to be full red right now. Still was a very smart play nonetheless by N2.
Now, you can hold this hill in different ways. So, for example, what they have kind of going on right now is you notice that his team had top center, so he was just kind of backing around to certain halls or else sitting behind the Mohawk. Whereas other times that you have the halls and you don't have top center, which we saw before as well, he would, sit towards the back of the hill and then run in the hall as soon as he got weak. So I like this play right here. He's just watching these jump ups. Those are so crucial to get up top center. And I really like how he's just, down there, bomb close.
And he's taking advantage of it himself.
Perfect flank, because right now, if I saw someone go down close, my first inclination is that he's going to come right back up and challenge as soon as shields come back, and he does a great flank right there. Yeah,
and he actually throws off the other team just a little bit there. Forest City, though, did answer back, taking out NB on that scuffle. So let's actually jump back over to, let's see what's going on with Goose here. Goose actually get into a gunfight. He is going to get control of the Mohawk, but not control the hill just yet, waiting for a teammate to assist him on that one.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to give away his exact positioning yet because you can obviously hear or see the number go up when hill starts going up. So he didn't want to give away that I'm right here and let someone get the first shot on him because he was the furthest one up. So he waited till the other person did that and ended up just swinging the hill and get the easy kill.
Yeah, Goose's shot is very impressive, by the way. I just want to point that out. His BR is pretty on point, I must say. But yeah, there is going to be a transition over to the blue side. Now, the next hill is going to be on the blue side of the map, correct? So that
should go to open next.
Oh, did it already go to blue?
It should already be at blue, and then it's going to go to open after that.
Okay, so then I could have swore to God I hadn't seen it go to blue yet.
Okay. No worries.
Oh, never mind. I see it there.
Yep.
My bad.
You were correct.
I'm colorblind. In any case, though, so it is going to be going to open now. Now, the holding position here, like you said before, was going to be getting that top center. Now, the bottom here with this railgun, can he create a lot of problems here with this railgun here at the bottom area?
I don't like this position right now. I mean, even if he got that kill, it wasn't going to matter too much. Yeah. I would have liked to see him maybe get that kill and jump back up to top center. However, on this blue side hill, there's still so much time in it. We still got a minute 10 left in blue hill, and I mean, they only...
Oh, no! Well, we're just going to switch over to stress here. I
couldn't finish my sentence, man. That guy's hilarious.
Oh, That just cracked me up.
But,
I think Egyptian has a sniper, so let's actually jump over to Egyptian.
What I was saying before that guy decided to just sprint off the map
Decided to end it all.
There was still plenty of time over in Blue Hill. I wouldn't even, you don't really even just need to rotate too early off these side hills, because all you're going for afterwards is you're trying to get top center after these side hills. So in a lot of cases too, getting the setup that I said before, which is Mohawk and the side hill, you can get top center easily because you can actually attack it from multiple angles. Because if they do have anyone top center, you can shoot from obviously Mohawk and the side and take your turn and eventually take top center. You don't need to really be sitting in the hill immediately as it spawns. It's more so controlling the power positions that go along with the hill.
All right, well, the hill is going to be moving in about 8 seconds here, 7 seconds as a matter of fact. Now, with this point in time here, he's going here to get the remainder of this time, but he knows that it's going to be moving over to open. Wouldn't you have already wanted to rotate over to that side already? Was that just a poor play here by Amplify, or
that wasn't too poor? Like I said before, like look at both him and his teammates are pushing top center from Mohawk and the side. So even though he died right there, he still has 2 or 3 teammates right now top center, and they got 3 kills. And so it's all about just controlling that top center afterwards. So it really wasn't a bad idea to scrap that up. You're really not going to get punished from it too much because you don't want to rotate early. I guess there's really no reason to rotate too early for that bottom open ramp hill.
Okay. So as we see here, still on board, I believe this is going to be Egyptian. They are going to be able to take the W on this one.
Yep.
So that is going to be it. Forest City will be eliminated from the tournament. Amplify will move on to the next round. Forest City played valiantly, but unfortunately was not enough. 250 to 82. Amplify.
I'm wondering who knocked Amplify in the losers bracket, man, because they look solid.
Yeah, they seem to have pretty good game awareness.
Actually, I may have seen them play Loco in round 2. I'm not sure, because for those who don't know, Loco consists of Mad Max and some of his locals. I don't remember all the names on the squad off the top of my head, but Mad Max is the one that sticks out the most. For those who don't know, he was pretty much the top Canadian Halo 2 pro. My memories of Mad Max is I went to the Halo 2 tournament. Yep, story time. It was actually a tournament in Toronto after our nationals, and usually I feel like I'm pretty much a crowd favorite. Like a lot of people cheer me on and stuff.
Not at all.
Dude, when we get to Toronto and we're playing this free-for-all, and it was like a Mad Max crowd, man. Every single time he'd come out and challenge me and like out-BR me, like the whole crowd started screaming like, whoa, what the heck is this, man? Like people are usually cheering for me. And every single time I went up against him, like I'd like give him like one shot and like, all right, I just start reloading because I figure he's gonna back away. I'm like full shield. He jumps out and like double shots me. I'm like, what is this
and
crap,
the crowd
man?
goes wild.
It does.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Well, Mad Max hopefully does big things here.
Yeah, I expect his team to do very well. I mean, I saw them play in the first match. I'm pretty sure it wasn't against Amplify, but I'm just trying to think of what team could have
knocked Amplify out.
Yeah, could knock them out because they had to be a really solid squad.
Yeah, that is really surprising. Well, guys, we are going to go and get our next match set up here in just a little bit. It's going to be some more Halo 4 action in a little bit. We are going to have some Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and myself and Hash are going to be bringing you that one. I even hear that there is going to be an Envy Donut Shop meeting in the winners bracket round. That should be pretty awesome to watch. Looking forward to that one. So, guys, don't go anywhere. More UGC Niagara coming at you in just a little bit with Walshy and Golden Boy. Some more Halo 4. And by the way, actually they stepped away. It's all right. I just was curious who knocked them on to losers. But anyway, all right, guys, so we're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be more Halo 4 with Walshy and Golden Boy.